Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fellow Biafrans and every indigenous people in that Islamic state of Nigeria. This is the scene of the bomb explosion where IEDs were used by unknown terrorists or unarrested terrorists. They started the rampage in Jos last day. They went to Kwara the last week, now yesterday. I took my time to analyze the information before I bring it up to you because information is powerful and I can't just bring a wrong information to you. This happened in Ibadan around 7:30. It was in an hotel where there were a bunch of officers. They were having like a bachelor's party where it happened, and these people were targeted and they were all sent to the other part of the world. So it's so interesting to know that the governor later came out and said it was illegal miners that stores explosive inside various houses that exploded the area. You can see how the cover-up is going. His name is Sheyi Makinde, the governor of Oyo State. He's saying it was a set of explosives that was stored by illegal miners in different houses. How can explosive be stored in different houses and it's going to bomb like this? Are we fools in that country? Are we fools? Look at explosives. It's so different. It's a bomb blast that can shake a whole building, that can cause if it were explosive stored in different houses, it would have broken down all the whole house to nothing. Look at the picture on my right here. It shows the bomb blast was placed in a particular building and that building was totally taken out. And these other ones were just the ones that were affected. If you recall years back, I think 2001, when Ikeja cantonment had a bomb explosion targeting the president that time, Obasanjo. When you look at the rubbles of the building near where the bomb explosion took place, you see that they were all shaking. They were not burnt down. They were shaking. They were like these same buildings you see right here. And you are coming out to say it was just illegal miners that stores explosive in different houses. You can see how incompetent many of these governors and legislators are. You are trying to cover up what you call an attack took place in your own vicinity, under your watch, and you're saying it's an explosive of illegal miners. These are bunch men. Look at how lies are law. Over 77 people have been counted injured. I'm very sure it's more than that. Look at properties worth millions of naira, billions, if not even. Look at it. In different houses, this thing took place. People were living there. And these people, many of them are injured. That 77 is just a fake figure. Now, you now talk about the place where the bomb was actually placed. This one is another thing because those officers are all gone. They are all dead. This is the atrocity caused by the Islamic State of Nigeria. They happened in Kwara last week. Now it's now. Another information I'm getting from here is the things that's happening in the Middle Belt. Why this is being done in Oyo State yesterday. Another thing is happening in the north, that same place where the atrocities were committed on the Christmas Day in Bokos. I'm going to show you a glimpse of that. Early this morning, why the world attention was on the bomb explosion in Ibadan. The Fůlańi terrorists went on attack on Buntari, a village in Bokos, the place where the killings of over 200 Christians on Christmas Eve, but met a formidable resistance from the locals. This is what we want from the people in the Middle Belt. Arm yourself and defend your land. Continue to organize yourself in defense to your land. Track every terrorist hideout in your locality and dislodge all of them. Those cowards are protected by the government. In actual fact, they are not fighting without the government covering up for them. This is what we're talking. This morning, this is the news I got from somebody that they have been attacking the locals. But remember, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile has said they are going to equip them and they're going to train them. The Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has done his part, and this is the result we are seeing. The distraction is to make sure they keep them busy, keep every part of the country busy. with uprising and they can start penetrating every small places. But now they have been encountered by the Biafran Liberation Army that has trained these locals to defend themselves. I said earlier that the locals are not going to fold their. If you fold your hands and keep expecting the government, which their family, their brother said years back, which is T.Y. Danjuma, I said years back, if you wait for the Nigerian army to come and defend you, to come and help you, you people will all die. He said it 6 years ago. And now, this is more than 6 years now, and it's happening. So, but now I'm happy that the locals could open their brain and start defending themselves. If not, that they will be wiped out away. Another news is about the issue of this Betty Edo. I never wanted to talk about it much because I see that all the ministers are all involved with corruption. She's just that she's been tracked out among them because she was accusing a person in charge of the finance that the person stole 40 million naira. So the person exposed her. I'm going to leave you with some funny footage and you'll see that how can this person be put into a minister. Let me leave you with one video of hers. You can see how somebody that is a minister of humanitarian is displaying herself in the public. There's nothing bad with dancing and enjoying yourself and having fun. But you can see somebody of this kind of intellectuals. She claims she has an intellectual. Look at what she's doing in public. Not that alone. That means there was a way she got into offices. That's what she's just showing. Another thing is that I want you to listen to this.
And I came to thank God. Last year at Shiloh 2022, I prayed and told God that by the next time I come for the next year's Shiloh, I want to be a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. On the last day of Shiloh, just as I was working out, I saw Papa, Bishop David Oyedepo, and I went to greet him and meet him as usual. And I whispered to him, I said, Papa, I need you to pray for me. I have just one prayer request.
Yes, to cut the long story short, the God she worshipped granted her a prayer request through Bishop Oyedepo, and today she has stolen 58 billion naira. You can imagine that kind of God. You can imagine the kind of God of Oyedepo and the rest, the kind of God they worship. A God that trains somebody to become a criminal. And to cut this long story short, the position she's being given is a humanitarian service. Humanitarian service, which they thought a woman will be sympathetic about humanity and she will be very helpful in that sector. You can imagine the atrocities and the criminality of these people. This is just the beginning. And one thing Prime Minister of the Republic government in exile will say, and me, and I will say, all of them will all pay for their impunity very soon, not too long. I want to draw the close to this. Thank you very much.